If your YouTube videos aren't optimized for SEO or search engine optimization, you're leaving thousands, if not millions of views on the table. And in this video, I'm going to show you my step-by-step checklist and process that I use to optimize every single one of my YouTube videos for SEO that's led to hundreds of thousands of views. So be sure to stick around for the entire video. And if this happens to be your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan, and I'm a YouTuber who grew this channel from nothing to over 15,000 subscribers in just 15 months, while also earning 4 figures a month and counting just from this channel. And if you want to know some of the marketing tools and AI systems that I've used to help build this channel, be sure to get my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. You can find the link for this in the video description or pinned comment below. So first I need to explain what I mean by optimizing a YouTube video for SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. Now you may not be aware, but a lot of people are actually coming to YouTube similar to how they would use Google. YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world behind Google, owned by the same company, of course. So in this instance, if someone's looking for a review of the Blaze AI tool, they're probably going to search for something like Blaze AI review. Again, similar to how they would use Google, but a lot of people come to YouTube for these types of searches. So you want to ensure as best as possible that the videos on your channel rank for the desired keywords that you want. And so what you'll notice right here is my title and my thumbnail both have the target keyword Blaze AI review right here. And there are a ton of other elements that went into this video ranking one for that keyword. And that's the purpose of me making this video, is giving you a practical example going through step by step of how I optimize every single one of these videos inside the dashboard when I upload a video, so you guys can see my thought process and how I'm optimizing these things for SEO. Another real world example, if you type in Perplexity Pro review, another popular video on my channel is this video of Perplexity Pro, and it's ranking one for that keyword, which is a pretty big keyword. This video has over 23,000 views. So that's the purpose of me making this video, is I'm going to show you step by step how to SEO optimize a YouTube video after uploading. So I'm going to assume that you already have a YouTube channel set up at this point. And so on the back end of the YouTube studio, this interface should look familiar to you. And when you're uploading a video, you want to click create on the top right, click upload files, and you guys probably know how to do this. Click select files and then find your video file. The reason that I'm showing you this step is before you even upload your video file, what you want to do is name your video file, the MP4 file, with your target keyword. And so in this instance, I'm uploading a video titled Why Most YouTube Channels Fail. So that's my target keyword, why most YouTube channels fail. So you need to name your video file and the thumbnail files of your target keyword. That is super important before we get into the weeds of anything else. So after my video is uploaded with the target keyword in my file name, now we need to go through and fill out all of these different fields: title, description, thumbnail, playlist, audience, so on and so forth. This can look extremely overwhelming, and a lot of YouTubers kind of just dismiss this side of it. They upload a video, they might have a good thumbnail, their title's okay, and they just click publish with the mediocre description, tags, hashtags, timestamps, and all the other elements that actually make a huge difference when it comes to SEO. You have to prioritize this part of the YouTube creation process. And so now I'm going to show you step by step exactly how I would optimize this video for SEO. So number one, you need to come up with an engaging title. And there are a few best practices when it comes to creating good YouTube titles. Number one, you always want the target keyword towards the front of your title. So again, right here, why most YouTube channels fail. That sounds obvious, but a lot of creators don't even do this part of it. Number two, you ideally want to keep your character limit under 55 or 60 characters for that title. The reason I'm saying that is it'll cut off on someone's screen, especially on mobile. If someone's scrolling on mobile and looking for a YouTube video, it's kind of hard when a title is cut off and it's 80 to 100 characters long. So that's another best practice. Another best practice here that I'm going to share is, in addition to the YouTube key or the primary keyword towards the beginning of that title, you also want to add a more engaging, or I hate to say this, but clickbaity element to it. So instead of just saying why most YouTube channels fail, that title is not as engaging as, well, hey, don't do this. Well, what's that, right? Well, now I've piqued curiosity and someone's more willing to click on it because I've added that element to it. So that's the first step. The second thing that I would do is you can actually use a custom GPT that I created to help speed this process up called the Video Optimizer GPT. And I will leave a link to this custom GPT in the video description below. And when you click this conversation starter, this will greatly help speed things up versus trying to go through each field one by one here. And you'll see what I mean shortly. So within this custom GPT, I say when I provide a target keyword in a video title, help me generate a 2-sentence SEO optimized description, SEO optimized YouTube tags, and also SEO optimized hashtags. All of those little details do make a difference. So in this instance, my target keyword, let's come back here, target keyword would be why most YouTube channels fail. I'm going to plug that in right there. And then for my title, I'm simply going to copy and paste the YouTube title that I had originally. Now, you can use this to help you come up with YouTube titles if you don't even have that to start with. But for this instance, I'm going to do target keyword and title, and then I'm going to click enter. And this is going to help me come up with a description, optimize tags, and also optimize hashtags. Now, what I would do next is I would open up my channel in a new tab on the dashboard, and I would look at a recent video. So in this instance, I'm just going to use this one as an example. I already have a format laid out for my description. So what I would recommend doing is just having a similar format for your YouTube description in each video versus trying to come up with something from scratch. That is a complete waste of time. So I'm going to copy and paste this description from one of my previous videos, paste it into my new video here, and then I'm going to get rid of all of the references because these are going to be different. And then I'm going to get rid of all of the timestamps because those are going to be different. And then I'm also going to get rid of the hashtags because those are going to be different. Now I can leave my tools and equipment here. These are just affiliate links. Maybe someone clicks it by. It's just a little way to make a little extra money having those links in there. So I'm going to leave that as is. And of course, I'm going to remove that description from the previous video. And so what we want to do now is come back to that custom GPT, copy and paste the description, come back here. I'm actually going to X out of this, come back here, and let's read this quick. Discover why most YouTube channels fail and the critical mistakes you must avoid to grow successfully. Now, again, you can leave this if you want. Learn actionable strategies. I'm going to remove this second sentence. I'm going to say, I'm actually going to edit this. I'm going to say, this video explains why most YouTube channels fail and the critical mistakes you must avoid. So I'm going to leave it at that. And the reason I'm doing that is number one, I have my target keyword right in the first sentence, why most YouTube channels fail. Another important element of YouTube SEO, you want your primary keyword in the very first sentence of your description. And then after that, you want to kind of funnel people towards an opt-in guide, and that's a whole separate topic of conversation, but I would recommend having an opt-in guide here towards the top, a link to my opt-in guide, and then also a link to my community. This could be a link to your website. This could be a link to any other place that you want to funnel visitors to. So that's the very first step here. I'm going to come back to video references and timestamps here in a little bit. Let's go back to my YouTube Video Optimizer GPT. Now I'm going to copy and paste the YouTube tags. So I'm going to copy this, come back to my video, and if you scroll down, you should see an option here for YouTube tags right here. I'm going to paste those YouTube tags in right here. Now you'll notice here it's only 282 out of the 500 characters. So technically I could come back and say, create more tags. You know, this is less than what I asked for. But for the purposes of this example, not a huge deal. It's still getting almost 300 characters worth of YouTube tags. When it comes to the importance of SEO, tags are kind of on the lower end, but they're still important to have versus not have at all. Now, if we come back to my Optimizer GPT, I'm also going to copy and paste those hashtags. I'd recommend adding 2 to 3 per video. Do not overdo this. So I'm going to come back here to my description. I always like to put it in right above the timestamps. So I'm going to paste those in right here. Now, I want to make sure that it actually has the real hashtags here. So I'm going to come back. Let's click here, and it should pop up. Come back, pop up. Perfect. So those are my 3 hashtags. So now let's talk about the related video references. And I also see a lot of YouTubers not including this in their videos as well. And this could be 2 things. Number 1, internally linking your own YouTube videos on your channel that are related to this particular topic. And 2, linking external websites that kind of help support the video and complement statistics or maybe other studies that you mentioned, so on and so forth. And so in this example, my title is Why Most YouTube Channels Fail. So related videos to this would be anything regarding YouTube growth, maybe YouTube SEO stuff. And I do have some other videos on my channel. I have a whole playlist called YouTube growth tips. And so for instance, maybe this video on YouTube SEO is relevant. So I'm going to copy the URL called YouTube SEO hacks, come back to my video. I'm going to do YouTube SEO hacks. I'm going to internally link that video URL right here. So I'm going to do one more. Let's do this one. Exposing the AI faceless YouTube channel idea, which is a gimmick, by the way. I'm going to copy that URL, come back to my video description. I'm going to type in the title, exposing AI faceless, if I could type, channels. And I'm going to paste my video link URL right there. So why would I do that, right? Well, think about it, right? If you're on YouTube, you want to keep people on the platform as long as possible so you can serve them more ads. And so when you're internally linking other YouTube videos, YouTube likes that. You're signaling to YouTube that you want to keep more people on the platform. So keep that in mind. That is a little SEO detail that a lot of people miss. And now let's say that I found a study somewhere from a site like 9to5 Google. So let's say I mentioned this website in my video and I want to link it in the description. So all you would want to do is copy and paste this URL. You could put like 9to5 Google report and then paste that URL right here. Now, if there are multiple, you would want to link everything. And if there are more videos, I'm not saying you want to link all the videos on your channel. Maybe just find 2 or 3 that are related to this topic and then internally link them right here. So our description is almost done. The last thing that we want to do is add timestamps. And the way you can do this with AI is you can click this video link right here. It'll send you to a new tab. And if you click more and scroll down, you should see transcript. YouTube automatically transcribes videos, which is a huge deal in my opinion. So click show transcript. And then here's the transcript. I'm going to copy and paste this entire YouTube transcript. I'm going to copy. And if we come back to that custom GPT that I talked about earlier, I also have a conversation starter for when I provide a YouTube transcript, generate optimized timestamps that are helpful to the user. And so then what I'm going to do, paste that transcript in here, and now it's going to generate optimized timestamps. Now, depending on how long the video is, I'm probably going to want more timestamps for this. It just makes sense. So instead of 5 timestamps, I'm going to say now use 8 timestamps. And so now I'm going to get 8 timestamps instead of 5 since this video is a bit longer. It just makes a little more sense there. And so now what I'm going to do is copy these timestamps, come back to my YouTube description, and under timestamps, I'm going to paste it right here. I like deleting this little dash here. I just don't think that makes a lot of sense. So let's delete this dash for every single timestamp. And then I would maybe read through these timestamps. They're not all going to be perfect, but it's better than not having anything. And actually, timestamps are a very important element of SEO. They show that you care about user experience, as a lot of users like to look through timestamps, skip ahead, go behind if they miss something. Just a very important element of UX and overall SEO. So that is the description component of optimizing a YouTube video. And again, you could come back here and add more things if you want. I'm not trying to make this less than a half hour long here, but if we scroll down now, we want to add a thumbnail. So what we want to do, and since I actually have 2 thumbnails, this is going to be a little different. If you have one thumbnail for a video, you would just click upload file, and then you would find your thumbnail. So in this instance, I have my thumbnail right here. Then your thumbnail will automatically populate on the right. But let's say, for instance, that you have 2 thumbnails that you want to A/B test. This is a good practice as well, to A/B test multiple thumbnails. What you can do after uploading one is click this option with the 3 dots, click test and compare, click this option right here, and then maybe you have another thumbnail that you want to A/B test. This is another good way to increase click-through rates, just to increase the overall visibility of your video. YouTube likes when you're constantly A/B testing thumbnails. And I'm going to click done. So now I'm going to A/B test these 2 thumbnails. Next is playlists. So I have a playlist called YouTube Growth Tips. That is the playlist that I want this video to fall into. If this video was related to ChatGPT, I would throw it in a ChatGPT playlist. If it's Claude, a Claude playlist. If it's news, an AI news playlist, right? So you guys want to have optimized playlists that are bucketed into different categories of videos on your channel. Having playlists does make a difference as well versus just posting all your videos and you have no playlist on your channel, which can keep people engaged with your content longer. So I'm going to click done, add it to my playlist. Don't worry about audience. Just click no, it's not made for kids. This is not a paid promotion, so we do not want to check that. If you're doing a sponsored video, you do want to check paid promotion. Altered content. No, this is not altered content. This is actually me in front of the camera talking. If you make an AI generated video, you probably want to disclose that that's altered content, but I'm going to click no in this example. Leave all of these checked. Here's our YouTube tags. This is English. I would also put recording date. So I recorded this, I think on the 22nd or the 23rd. So it doesn't matter what the exact date is. Just make sure that you're choosing a recording date. This does matter a little bit. And so that's the description. You can set this category in the default settings. I'm going to leave this at science and technology, standard YouTube license, allow embedding, publish. This isn't that big of a deal. You want to leave comments on. Leave that on, sort by top, and then you would simply click next. And then from here, if you qualify for monetization, we probably want to monetize that. So I'm going to click on, click next, and then simply go through and click none of the above. Click submit rating. We want to make sure this is safe for ads. Click next, and then go ahead and click next again. I do not add, or it's going through copyright checks here. So once this is done, you click next. And then what you want to do, obviously, is click public and then click publish if you want to publish it right then and there. Or if you want to schedule it, you can schedule it for another date here too. Now, for the purposes of this example, I'm not going to publish it. I'm going to leave it as unlisted, X out. But that is the step-by-step process of going through and actually optimizing a YouTube video from the title to the description to A/B testing thumbnails and all the other little elements that go into it. Now, I know I went through this process pretty quick, so I took the extra effort here and created a YouTube SEO optimization checklist, and I'll include the link to this in the video description below. I'm actually going to open it right now, and I'll leave this in the video description below. That way you guys have an organized step-by-step YouTube SEO optimized checklist that you can go through. Step 1, define your target elements. Generate AI optimized content, description, tags, timestamps. Everything that I just explained is going to be inside this one document in a simple format. And again, in addition to my video optimizer custom GPT, I will leave a link to this in the video description below as well. So if you've made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you. And if you found value in what I was saying here, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I also want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this topic. But most importantly, I hope you all have a great day.